Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Packers coming in at 6-3, going up against the Falcons, who come in at 8-1.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Spins past it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be knocked down sideways. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-opening opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And for the right side here, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
To throw is Rodgers. His throw and about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. come out throwing here to start the drive. He completes it to Julio Jones. Julio Jones all alone. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Let's go!
Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And his first carry, he loses the football. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. The setup to throw. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They got 18. Yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. down toward the midway point in quarter one. Rodgers now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. Third down here. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And the wideout in motion. On third and long, it's Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. A first update now from Cleveland. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's Rodgers. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Second down, here's Rodgers. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First and 10. Here's Rodgers. They're trying to get it to his tight end, Rodgers, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. They'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
Try and start this drive in the air. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty, here's Freeman. No gain on the play there, second down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his pass incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that'll make it third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. It's caught. Jones. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
In the red zone this time.
Let's go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up, make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Second down, Montgomery. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 15 yards through the air on a first down.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
26.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
On now is the Packers punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Second down now after the incompletion. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Here we go. 38.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Second quarter in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
If it's not one guy, it's another with this defense. I mean, this is the #1 unit against the rush in the entire NFL. They know how to cover for each other. And, yeah, they've got great players. They also have very dependable players, too.
Rodgers looking to throw on second down. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The second quarter score from Cincinnati, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Rodgers again now. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a second and just 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They go play action here on first down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on second down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
You're looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Let's go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Mike Daniels in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. throw now on the final play. Looking deep downfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And Zuerlein's kick is good. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? The second quarter score from Cincinnati, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll come out throwing here on first down. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll set up to throw. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's second down. They'll drop the throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw here. Going for the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Malik Jackson coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Easy. 319. Hurry up.
Now Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. Forced out to his left. From the left side, it's complete. A big 30-yard play on third.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 6-yard line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in the bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Malik Jackson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Rodgers now operating from the gun. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses, understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They're on to the 2nd half now down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking deep for Julio. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are in for 6. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Deion Jones coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. The Packers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. A good pickup there of 22. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers. And he's He's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Packers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
319! 319! Zone.
Time running out here on the play clock. Rodgers now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
319!
Rodgers to throw on second down. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Rodgers. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And on 2nd and 10 now. And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
The Packers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And here now come the Falcons. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Let's go. Ohio.
On second down, Freeman. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the second level, the linebackers, or the third level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
This is Coleman. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jake Ryan coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19.
Here we go. Ohio.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
319.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
2nd down, 8. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They're on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And the Panthers are starting to pull away in that one. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And the D looking like they may blitz. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Come on, let's go!
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side, but the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield, otherwise that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. And the Bengals have extended their lead. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Back to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go!
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Second down following the run.
Here we go!
Defense showing blitz. Now back to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go!
throw now on first down. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They're on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And the Panthers, they're starting to pull away in that one. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cobb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jalen Collins, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.